Hey there, everybody, it's Wayne D. Welcome to the website, WayneD.com. And we're looking at my favorite player, Tiger Woods. And we've got him on the right putting, but this video is about his pitching technique. But I did want to put these two up there side by side in a comparison, more or less. So we're seeing the pitching stroke in the setup. We've definitely added some knee flex. The roundness of the back indicates that he's still very, very relaxed. You can see with the knee flex, the hands are hanging a little more down close to the body, so the shaft is not standing up as much as the putter. Of course, the lie angle on the wedge is going to be much flatter than the 70 degrees or so that he's got the putter at here. If we watch the rhythm of the stroke, watch the putting stroke. There's a nice 1-2 rhythm. So when I use the metronome, I'll usually put it on 85. It's about what Tiger is about. And then it's going to be beeping, and then it'll be a 1-2. So the 2 always has the accent. The 1 is a little drawn out in the rhythm of the stroke. 1-2. So that gives it a nice strike. So now we go over to the pitch by itself, which that's not it. That's it. Let's watch him hit this a couple times. So what I see in there is the pretty much the same rhythm. So this is a shot where the front of the green had some slope to it, so he's not going to hit this one and land it short and try to run it up that hill. He's going to loft it up to a flat spot. And then have it run back to the hole. So you can see I'd call that trajectory sort of a medium high. So the backswing, if he was going to run this and land it short, I'm sure the backswing would have been about that long, right about there. Probably would have hit a gap wedge. Alright, so let's talk about a couple other things in the technique here. When we watch the takeaway, now of course this is not down the line, but we can surmise that club is not going inside at all. In fact, it would appear to be just a fraction outside the plane. It's not quite exactly on plane. And when we look at the face is just a hair towed down, so he didn't roll it open, although there's definitely some forearm rotation there so that the club doesn't stay too closed. Then we get a really interesting look here when you think of a pitch like this off a tight grass. You'd think maybe that he would bring it a little bit out in and cut across it, but watch the movement of the club head from where I draw that line right about here. So definitely a tiny little move to slightly flatten the downswing, shallow it out a little bit, trying not to dig this club into the ground. So now in the downswing, we're gonna watch. You're gonna see the left arm still nice and connected. We're gonna see the lower body rotating. So not as much obvious separation bottom to top as you would have it definitely in a full swing, but you can see the lower body begin to rotate as the club shifts from going back to going forward. The hands are passing by just about where they came from, and he's going to hit this. He's not going to produce a lot of left wrist flexion because he's not really trying to knock the ball way down. He's going to let the left wrist be a little more neutral at impact, but watch him rotate and cover this shot. Now, if you don't think the lower body is doing much in a pitch shot, I would beg to differ as you watch the lower body twist out of the way. And then especially important is the covering action of the right side. So that both arms are touching the body pretty much throughout the swing. In a shorter pitch shot, you have the advantage of being able to keep the right arm in front of you and against your body, which eliminates the need once you swing it out and separate it to pull it back in front of you. So here we're just using pretty much the upper body in the backswing, moves the lower body a little bit, but it's more of an upper body turn with a little set of the wrists. Not super wristy, just a little swing. Club comes up a little bit. I'm going to drop it down just a hair. And on the way through, watch how the chest covers this ball. So when the whole body, the whole torso is rotating and the arms are against the body, you can bet that the hands are going to stay in front of the chest and rotate around to the left. This is another thing that people just get wrong all the time on this, is that they try to force the hands out toward the ball, or I mean toward the target, when really you're just trying to catch it. So again, with the ball sitting here, you can see that trajectory is fairly high as it peaks up right about there. Now the peak is about there. So he's going to fly it up there. It's going to catch a bit. You can see the little spin. He's not trying to stop it on a dime. He's trying to catch it clean with a bit of a downwardness into the strike. So watch the grass as he hits the ball. So definitely taking a divot. Not a huge one. And then if you look at the footwork, it just goes to show you that if you set your weight a little bit left at address, you don't need a whole lot of pressure change, so you're not going to see the feet rolling as much as you would on a bigger shot. But look at the amount of rotation in the lower and upper body through the shot. So a lot of things to glean here from this relaxed setup. Nice rhythm, more or less like a putting stroke rhythm. We're going to keep the arms soft and close to the body. We're going to let the backswing go maybe slightly outside or slightly off plane out. Going to let it shallow just a bit on the way down, and then we're going to try to drag the club into the ball, clip it, and drive the right shoulder all the way through. And there you have exemplary pitching technique by one of the greatest of all time.